whatever she acquired, now she has to share with Haikimi. Haikimi deserve a man of the match. Every game from now on, PSG man of the match.
This makes me question actually. It makes me question his intentions. Like, did he know that the girl is gonna divorce?
Bro, I think there's signs.
What's like a
from the street she came.
The signs.
You know, but there's always signs. Don't ignore the signs. Red flags.
Yo, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's your man's Karabo Malambo, aka Skofil Christiana Samsota, and welcome to episode 2 of Training Scope 101. Shout out to SAS Media Group and Apex Varsity TV for this opportunity. Vandaag I'm not alone. I'm with my boys, Pizza and Ostana. I'm not too fit.
You know, boy.
How you good, my boy?
Nandi. Firstly, I'm not his boy. My name is Peter. Special guest on the show.
Okay, so vandaag we're gonna be doing things differently. Usually I'm the main carrier of the shows, of the topics. So vandaag we're gonna have like a split. Asaz to one host that we're just gonna run with it. So we're gonna tackle anything and everything that has been trending for the past, I think, couple of 2 to 3 weeks. Have you changed tuned in go the Thabo Pesta crisis or whatever that has been happening? Have you tuned in? Go on. Have you?
Yeah. I mean, who hasn't, dog? I mean, I think everyone has been seeing what's happening.
Okay, you know, bro, I wanna know, who is Thabo Pesta actually? Has everybody, like, anybody been able to find out who's Thabo Pesta came on? Because there's been, like, allegations, there's been assumptions, nobody's coming in with the right information, there's been so many loopholes and loose ends. So, vandaag I wanna know, James, came on Thabo Pesta? For the people who, like, maybe we're gonna be starting to watch this case, we wanna know who Thabo Pesta is. Anybody can go first.
Well, I can tackle it.
Okay.
I mean, firstly, no one knows who Thabo Pesta is. Let's just start there.
Manju,
Minister at the whole press conference, spent our money. I mean, we pay tax. Called everyone. Was mentioning wrong years, 1970, then 1980. But apparently this guy is born right here in Para.
Para?
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Umsotra?
I don't know if Sota,
but definitely not Osama Tombole. But anyway,
yeah. So the records were traced to Epara.
Okay.
And he doesn't have a birth certificate.
That's
from what the minister said. So he was just born at Para, and then boom.
No, who's a crocodile?
Yo, you learn a lot by being on podcast, eh?
I mean, we haven't even said anything. So what did you learn so far? Tell us. Give us a 20-page
I learned that he was born in Para.
Yeah.
You know, Msotra, but not Wasumutombo.
Stuff like that. We don't know if Begasalema Matombolo. It could have been Garaba's neighbor at any point.
But whom? So, I don't know.
It could have been. The way he's been looking lately, I think he might have even owned a shop because you've seen how he looks
bro,
now. He's changed his whole.
So why has he been trending so much? When say, hey, why is he on the news? I mean, you go to Twitter, it's Thabo Pesta. Yeah. You go to Facebook, every social media platform, Thabo Pesta. Why has he been trending so much? What's a hala? When saying anybody can go first.
So it's that guy, okay, not go prison, then. Well, he was arrested.
Yeah, what happened for him to be actually arrested?
What happened with, you know?
Yeah. But you also.
Did he rape or something?
He is the famous Facebook rapist, right?
Oh, okay.
Okay. Or not the famous, the infamous.
The infamous.
Correction.
Okay.
The infamous Facebook rapist. We don't have much on him, but he has a video with one of these news channels where he was explaining himself that it was a mistake. He didn't mean to do it.
How many times did he rape Kanti? Magat said it was a mistake.
What allegedly, supposedly, he's been enticing people on Facebook for a while, right? But we don't have the numbers on that. But we do know that the case that he got arrested for, there was a murder involved. So obviously, he used Facebook as a facilitation platform to get girls in. Like, oh, yo, I'm looking for models. I'm a caster. Come to Randburg. You know Randburg.
So, not scare, in a way.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Tinder swindler.
Okay.
See, but this one is worse. This guy was on steroids, right?
Okay.
Because he was offering people money.
Okay. So
young girls as well.
So who catches him? One like I've been noticed. Okay, this person is actually not good for society. How does he go to jail? Who was the first person to actually notice? Oh, not even the first person. How did he go to jail? Actually. To go social media and for him to be actually apprehended.
Speak about the Airbnb thing.
What Airbnb thing?
The one that happened. So
Okay.
apparently he took the girl to Airbnb, right? Remember watching the case together?
Okay.
He took the girl to Airbnb.
Okay.
And then allegedly, supposedly, we don't know. But I think now the court case is done. The court case is done, right?
Yeah.
So he went to Airbnb with this girl. They got into a fight, and what he says in that video is that she got stabbed. Not that he stabbed him.
Okay.
She got stabbed.
Okay.
Again,
Oh, yeah.
we need to investigate if the knives have automation now, can stab people. No, we just want to know, because he said he didn't do it, right?
Okay.
And then he ran away from the place, right?
He said he had the knife, but he didn't know how.
Njani.
So he had the knife.
He said he had the knife in his hands.
So it was
And
in
then
his
he doesn't
hand.
know.
But
If
he
he
didn't
let
stab.
Yeah, he said.
So the girl ran to the knife.
Anything could have happened. Like
Side
this.
eye. That's supply side eye. So, yeah. So, official jail. Did that girl report, or what happened for him to
How?
actually, if he even went
How
to jail?
does a dead person report?
Oh, she passed away.
She got stabbed.
Not maybe she survived or anything. Ran away. She passed.
No.
She passed on.
Yes.
Okay.
And obviously he panicked, and out of panic, what he says in that video is that he was scared. He could have called the cops, but he
Okay.
thought no one is gonna believe him, so I'd rather run. Then he became a fugitive, and then that's basically the long and short of it. That's what he got caught for,
Okay.
right?
So was it the murder or was it like the rape and murder in that case? Was it just both of them or one?
People actually don't speak about that. I don't know why they call him the Facebook rapist, because if you listen to that video and other sources, they don't speak about rape per se, but they speak about him killing the girl,
Yeah, yeah,
right?
Okay.
And him using Facebook to get these young girls.
Okay.
So these young girls now they're coming out. You know how it is.
So he was actually using social media as a tool to actually lure them to him.
Exactly. So now these girls are coming
Sad.
out. I mean, recently I saw that is it Miss Rwanda?
Cool.
Is it Miss Rwanda or Miss is it Miss Rwanda? I'm not sure, you correct me, but there's a former Miss something that then almost also got caught by Thabo through this Facebook thing, because apparently allegedly he offered her 350,000 to shoot for a Netflix production. So he posted then got into contact with her, then so this guy is mad. Like the way he moves is insane. And he's incognito because no birth certificate,
Bro.
so he can do whatever.
I'm pretty sure everybody has watched Prison Break before. Like, this guy's moving like Michael Scofield. Everything I hear, man, it's like it's calculated. It's almost like he knew what was going to happen, and he had a plan for the plan, and he had a plan for if the plan didn't become successful. So everything ties in, man. Seems like I've seen this movie before.
So everyone who's called Schofield.
Again, that's
That's what he's saying. Right?
Again,
Saying we should be concerned.
Nah, but they won't call you Schofield.
I'm an ex-CIA
Guys,
agent.
whoever's watching at home,
I'm a spy.
I distance myself from
Nah,
Schofield.
disclaimer. Disclaimer. But you Schofield do some not. It's one that's but anyway, I didn't give that my name that's all. But that's a topic for another day.
Okay.
Back to Thabo Pesta.
Yeah.
He goes in jail. What happens? Because selling a high. I heard there was fire. I heard there was a body cremated. I heard there was guys, so much is going on. So I just want to know. I think it was cell number 35, ne? Was it cell 35? Where he was actually held. Yeah, because when I researched, I actually saw nearly cell 35. So I don't know. First things first, you're not even sure if he went to jail. Are you sure he went to jail? Can we confirm?
No one in my family drove the car taking him to jail, so I don't know. we here. This guy's asking us if we're sure, right?
Yeah.
We don't know.
No, but like,
Are you sure?
He was
Nah,
in
you
court.
know.
He was
Okay.
in court.
Yeah.
Was he found guilty that time?
He was.
Exactly.
Okay.
The video
meaning,
that we saw.
meaning he was on his way to jail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he was in the custody of authorities. They
Okay.
were taking him to jail, basically.
The incompetent
from
authorities.
courts.
Yeah.
From courts, our understanding is that he was supposed to go to jail.
Okay.
So we can assume that he was in jail if we trust the authorities.
Okay. That's what I'm saying. So everything we're basing now, it's on assumptions.
Did
So-
he go to jail? Was that jail? That guy was having fun.
Fun.
Have you seen the videos?
Yeah.
He's
But
dancing.
Bro, he's
that's what I'm
having
even
pizza,
asking.
yeah.
That's what I'm even asking. Did he set foot there? Because when you look at the videos, he was having a time of his life. I want to
Where was he in the videos?
I'm fine.
He wasn't. It looks like jail. The background looks like jail.
So
Doesn't look like there's any windows where he is, right?
So was he a rich guy? What was happening with this guy?
this
Was
guy
he
is
rich?
mine. That's what I can say.
I don't think so.
You don't think so? But
My
I think
suspicion is a facilitator.
Yeah, that's what I was going. He has connections that make it look like he has money, and that makes it easier for him to actually get the things done.
100%.
So it means he's basically not working alone, right?
Yeah, there's inside people.
Power.
I think there's inside people.
He's just a front.
I don't know. Allegedly, supposedly.
Disclaimer, whatever. He has to have someone he's working with, or he's been working with. So, I mean, look at the jail case. What's I saying? I mean, how did he escape jail? For them to actually, did somebody die in that cell, by the way? Did somebody die?
I mean, we found out this week, right?
Yeah, that guy.
Oh yeah, a body that was found in Mangaung.
Yeah.
So, what's the story behind it?
Honestly, I think, I didn't read much into it.
Okay.
But I think it's connected to the girlfriend, Nandipha.
Oh, Nandipha Makuri. Which is what are you gonna...
What?
It's connected to... That's crazy. Wait, what?
Listen.
Yo, that's
where
wild.
Where was that girl working back in the prison? Was she working in the prison?
Nandipha was never working anything related to prison. I guess she had her own practice.
Okay.
In Santon. She was an aesthetics doctor.
Okay.
Doctor
It's not like
Nandipha.
she was like a surgeon.
Dr. Nandipha.
Anything fancy. We also need to investigate the degrees and see what medicine.
I should leave more questions.
Here's the thing, right? So me, I had wrong sources, but I'm on a quote. I'm a quote there.
Okay.
Disclaimer.
So
Your source's case score.
what I'm saying may not be true.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a theory.
Allegedly.
It's a theory. Obviously, if she had access to like the infirmary,
Yeah.
she could have helped aided the guy somehow
Bro.
from prison, right? If maybe she was asked one day, it's okay, still in the prison, so. She could have done something because obviously we see like case there's like bodies involved.
Yes.
Where she, you know?
And yeah.
So we but
Bro,
What's Thabo bestest body count? We want to know.
which
That's
body count?
that's
Which
the first question.
one?
Exactly.
Which one? Which
Interesting
one?
question to ask.
Okay. So
Can you talk about the Katleho thing, right? So
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
we need to actually mention.
Katleho was the guy that was found dead.
Katleho was the guy that was
previous week in Mangaung.
Yes.
Okay.
So he's the guy that they now traced the DNA and traced it to the mom, and they said that was Katleho's body.
Okay.
It's even weird. He was not even a criminal or in prison. This guy, there's many sources or many sort of arcs to the story, but what they're saying is that he basically was in hospital, and then they reported to the family that no, this guy lost a lot of blood and passed away. Right, something crazy like that, right? But I suspect foul play. I think he was being followed, probably marked, targeted, and then eventually taken out to use as a decoy body.
Okay.
Because the way that Thabo Bester moves, there's definitely people with some sophisticated level of maneuvering. They don't just, it's not by coincidence. Even listen to the break, what is it? The prison break story. Right?
Yeah.
G4S can't answer. They're sending their white executives, but they're blaming the black guys who are working, right, for them to be like, these are the guys that are involved with suspended who, you understand? It's so, you can hear that there's so many layers and so many things to the story that still need to be uncovered. But I think the Katleho part is the saddest thing, because it could have been anyone. Could have been you, could have been me, that they just used. You could have gone to hospital next day, you being used as a body.
May his soul rest in peace, by the
So
way.
you're saying he wasn't in prison, wait?
Because
He's not a criminal.
So whose body was that, dog? Which was banned and stuff?
Katleho's body. So he was, it's like you now, you're like, I have a stomach ache. You go to bar. How if you go bar, they burn you. Or not burn you, but they...
Bara is an example.
Yeah. But that's where he was born anyway.
Okay.
So everybody's catching smoke.
Bara says.
We're coming for Bara. We
Yeah.
need to know what happened. Why is there no birth certificate? That's crazy. But, so basically went to hospital, and then something happened in between there. I'm not really sure about the story. Maybe Karabo can tell us more. But from him going to the hospital, allegedly, right, to him getting to the cell, that's where for me I feel like that story, once it's uncovered, we're going to start finding out that there's more people involved and what kind of people are involved. So it's an innocent civilian. He's never done crime. The father said he loved football.
So you're saying that's an extra body to the story, basically?
Yes.
Yeah.
So where's the other body?
So it makes it
That's his body.
Hold on, bro.
Remember, Thabo's body was never burnt.
Sure.
Right? But on the records, they said Thabo's body was burnt so
Yes.
that no one can look there.
Yes.
Right? They say he died.
Sure.
Right?
Wait, so he died in a fire?
Yes.
Where?
Actually, now we know he didn't die. Thabo
Okay.
died in a fire in prison.
Sure.
A fire broke out in prison.
So they found a body there. Which was
Yes.
banned.
They're like, oh,
Which
Thabo.
happened to be Katlehos.
Yes. But they were like, oh, Thabo.
And
no.
Katlehos was never in prison.
Exactly. And also it makes sense
Oh.
because remember in prison, but it makes sense. You can't take someone in prison and burn them.
The
like
story
that
was
because
like gin and juice, and
they do counts in prison, right? Every night. So if you take a body, there's gonna be a count.
yeah, there's like a check
Yeah.
every night. Yes.
So we need to make sure that there's still 100 people within the facility if there's 100 people. So they can't take someone inside. There had to be someone from outside. If you think about it. That's what I'm saying, it's so sophisticated.
So what you're saying is Katleho's body.
This guy was
was
put
it the one
inside
in the
prison.
cell?
Yes. Now if you go now, if you
yeah,
go into, it's so crazy. If you listen to now
This is way past
Bro.
Schofield, bro. This is Jason.
It's insane. It's insane. You listen to the cases from the DA lady. Shout out to her. She was doing a great job.
Oh yeah, the one who's
the-
asking
they were
questions.
questioning,
Yes.
Apparently there was a van at the prison, right? 2 hours before the fire broke out, with the box.
Okay.
So apparently now, allegedly, that was Katleho's box. So there's a van that came parked conveniently before the famous 3 a.m. Because that's no one knows again what time the fire started. Some say 3 a.m., some say 4 a.m. You watch, they're all confused. I'm confused.
Everybody's confused.
Everybody's confused, but we know there was a fire, right? That's about
It
it.
just goes back to what we said, Jorge. There's a lot of people involved in this. I mean, how did the body get to jail? Like,
I'm even asking myself, how the hell do we have such smart people in the country, bro?
No.
Fair to
We don't
South
celebrate this
Africa.
guy. Why?
This is some American guy.
Fantastic series. Feeling. I'm feeling.
Such criminals in the country, eh?
It's smart, in fact. So,
Simple stuff.
Dr. Nandipha, like Dr. Nandipha, okay, na jwale tabeng tse, like who's Dr. Nandipha? Like for those of people, for what so we know. Was he married? Was she married to Thabo Best, or they were just partners? Because I had voice notes where Thabo, if that was Thabo, hey guys, you can never know. I mean, at this point, the guy was threatening Nandipha. Hey, if you don't see, I'm gonna do 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
You know who I am.
Do you know? Yeah.
So I'll find you. I'm tracing you.
We get Liam Nelson go take it. But anyway,
But clearly he is.
So in this case, I don't know, bro. Nandipha o amana jwang le tabeng tse? Who is Nandipha? Dr. Nandipha Makudumana, right? That's the official title. How does she get in this whole thing?
Where did she graduate?
Where did she graduate? Who gave her the certification? Bro, me, I wanna know.
Medicine
bro.
at UJ. No, I'm joking.
UJ.
There's no medicine.
UJ
at
no medicine.
Sorry, I apologize to UJ.
Advance.
I mean, there is medicine at UJ.
Yeah. So probably.
I love all my people from UJ.
So probably I'm us.
All my people from UJ, I love you. Alright.
All of us are from EJ.
So-
he's doing.
I'm
Dr.
not
Nandipha,
throwing
boy.
anything. You threw something at Vets. You're saying she comes from Vets. Which is cap.
Actually, let me. So that's this is the whole story, right?
Are you reading this thing for us?
Yeah, I'm just for the viewers, for the
Oh, you're
subscribers.
describing who Dr. Nandipha is.
Yeah.
Why don't you just say in every Instagram hand? She likes things.
Yeah, but like I wanna have like a detailed explanation.
Oh,
for
okay.
Haikimi. So this is just an overview. Thabo Pesta escapes jail, right? Yeah.
Okay.
Inside Nandipha's extraordinary lens. That is what I wanted to tackle. Jorge. And that's you. Social media's reaction towards Dr. Nandipha, like for her to do so much for a guy. Like I wanna know how far is a woman willing to go for their person? I mean, the lengths that Dr. Nandipha actually went, guys, it's too much.
Let's speak about Stana's exes. How far were you? Heal.
So firstly-
We need juice, bro.
Firstly,
Let's start. We should mention names.
me, I'll just say.
Which one are we starting with?
Nah, we're not mentioning names.
So the one from grade 8. We take it all the way.
Yeah.
Okay, just summary.
Nah, I don't know exes past grade.
So, Barre, Makudumana reportedly succeeded to cremate the body, despite police suspicions that the person burnt in a prison cell was not Besta. So that is basically what you said. And then they say Besta's partner, Dr. Nandipha Makudumana, reportedly went to extraordinary lengths to obtain the standing corpse from a state morgue in Hillbrow. So Nandipha Kena, who actually went in to take the corpse, apparently. So now it's confusing. Didn't they
this is
cremate?
Bonnie and Clyde. So wait, hold on. Nandipha's not facilitating. She's involved. She is doing
Nandipha
things.
is pulling Sarak Tancredi.
She's on the ground.
Isn't she in
That's
prison now?
mad.
Man?
Apparently. People, I mean,
That is-
I
that
saw
is
something
so sick,
trending. I saw something trending. They were like, she's in Dubai. This is a clone. But then obviously, I think it's cap. But she's sponsored by Nike. Shout out Nike. Please sponsor us as well, since they sponsor Dr. Nandipha.
Yeah, and then they further go to say, according to a publication, Makudumana succeeded to cremate the body, as I've already said, despite the police suspicions that the person bent in Saret Mangao Correctional Service on the 3rd of May 2022, so this was last year, was not Besta. Dubbed the Facebook rapist, that's Thabo Besta, escaped from the prison last year after it was believed that he had committed suicide by setting himself alight in his cell.
Even that doesn't make sense. That's the worst form of suicide. So slow, so painful. Why would you...
Calculated but stupid.
Right. How's it calculated? If you were to commit suicide, I mean, please don't off yourself.
Of course, yes. Right, yeah.
Guys, we don't condone suicide.
Yeah.
ICAS and all the other... You're posted here at the bottom. Please, if you need help, mental health, we know it's a serious
We'll just
time.
do the editing,
Tell
post-editing.
us from your side, right? Suicide.
Sure.
Where on the list is fire burning yourself?
Yeah, bro, do you even think about burning yourself? I mean, the number one, Ntambo Gucci. I mean, that's the closest, that's the easiest, right?
What's
Ntambo.
that?
It's when you commit suicide.
No, sorry, we were confused because we're not thinking about suicide.
No, but I carry you. Look how far.
Clearly you are.
No, I'm not. Come on.
Bring it in. Bro.
You see how we're like, what's that? It's like, you guys don't know? I've been there.
So yeah, of course, we don't condone suicide
hey.
and everything. But we understand why people do it. I mean, depression, emotional, what. But yeah, we'll get onto it. But yeah, answering your question, bro, like fire, it's not even on the top of the list. Why would you commit suicide using fire? Why?
That's weird, yeah.
So the story goes on to say, however, an investigation by the Department of Correctional Services, which originally declared him dead, confirmed that the charred body found in the cell was not of the convicted murderer and rapist. So now we know, it's clear, that was not Thabo Besta's body. We have...
Don't give correctional services credit.
Yeah, no, of
Found
course
out
not.
Now,
Of course
after the
not.
fact. Initially,
course
they
not.
said it was. They
Yeah.
just state that clearly. Yeah, so that you don't make them look good.
Yeah, so you know what, I'll just leave it like that. Regarding this whole situation, we now know, Jorge, that was not Thabo Besta.
But you asked the question earlier on. You said how far is Ahan
Yes.
willing to go?
And
Yes.
he wanted to tell us about his exes.
Yes.
Not about my exes. But
No, but I get it now. We were
How
giving...
far were your exes willing
I don't
to
know.
go?
Can we say we're giving credibility to Dr. Nandipha for being a supportive partner, or she was wrong? I mean, you never know, but to what extent can you go to support your partner?
I'm gonna let Stana speak first, because now...
Me thought, genuine chats, I'm saying every hand out there has a Nandipha inside of them. Bro.
Okay.
It just takes them finding the Thabo Besta to bring it out. Means if your hand is not a Nandipha for you, he's not the Thabo Besta.
It's late for you. I got news for you.
But obviously, these hands never marry the Thabo Bestas. That Thabo Besta is just that guy who comes and goes.
In and out.
Then, you know, that guy.
Comes
you
and goes
just,
in and out. That's mad, guys.
That guy, you just comes.
That is crazy.
just
This
comes
was some
in.
crazy language, guys. Come on. PG-18 now. Officially changed the age restriction.
Yeah, so... Do you give Nandipha credibility?
No, 100% not. I think people are just... As South Africans, we love a story.
Okay.
And we love to make... As people in general, we like things to make sense.
Okay.
We want to try find ways to make it make sense. And that's by relating it to you.
Okay.
Right? So the easiest way is to be like, he's only willing to go this much because he loves this guy. But I think she's just selfish. Like, Dr. Nandipha has proven to us that she's actually materialistic.
Okay.
She cares about the money. During COVID, when we were struggling, she was posting new Ferraris, new...
Yeah, I saw.
You understand? So she's about the bag. And Thabo could facilitate that. And for me, that's their relationship. So you must not be here and be like, oh, she was coerced, she was under duress. I don't believe that.
Okay.
I think she knew what she was doing and to what end. Because anything for the bag, and that's how girls nowadays are moving,
Actually move,
yeah.
So, bro, I wanna know. We've seen the court proceedings and everything. How sure are we? Like, how are we even sure that that is Thabo Bester and Dr. Nandipha we've been seeing? Because apparently I saw in TikTok there was a video where Nandipha is out there in Dubai doing the things. So how sure are we with you? Because even Thabo Bester, I'm not saying that's not him, the one we've been seeing now, but it's you. So much growth in the hair. But okay, there's been implants. This thing has so many loopholes. But my friend who got stand in a lot is going on, bro. So how sure are we with it? Not like in courts. I mean, you've seen the court proceedings, right?
Yeah.
How even sure?
I think with Thabo we can be certain to a certain extent.
Okay.
Of course, if there's powerful people involved in the case, then they can obviously circumvent certain checks, right?
Okay.
But if he was a fugitive, he escaped prison, meaning they had all of his records. So the guy they caught first that escaped, we are sure that it's him because they have to correspond the fingerprints and fingerprint is almost what?
The police in Tanzania are more capable than the police we have in South Africa.
That's not what Peter said. And
What did he say?
You would not be happy if you said that. He says that they had a hand
Okay.
in,
Of course he was going to say that,
apprehending
but
the suspects.
Okay.
Apprehending. That's big English. I practiced, guys. That's a like right there. They need to
Oxford
comment
English.
for that.
Oxford English.
Apprehend.
But I've been saying apprehend.
Thank you.
I've
Yeah,
been.
but
Okay,
now
but it's fine.
I
I'll
said
give it
it
to you.
better.
Oh, okay, it's fine. Also, I speak kahle when you all spoken.
Kintlantla, Messi wa ko rugby.
Yeah, but anyway, you've been saying, Bheki Cele,
Yeah.
his views
What do you
on the
think?
case. Yeah, like his views on the
Yeah.
case.
So you're asking Standard?
Yeah, like in general, his views on the case.
Yeah.
Do you think what he said in terms of they had a hand in apprehending Messi wako Hogfield? They had a case hand or in apprehending Thabo. What do you make of it?
Me, I don't know. Based on my knowledge of South African cops.
Yeah.
Wow.
We know. Incompetent.
Okay, go do crime and let's see how long they'll take to catch you.
Obviously, they're gonna catch me because it's
Yeah.
gonna be a petty crime. Dog.
Yeah.
Those ones they strive in, I'm telling you. But these
Sure.
ones, it's a serious. Comes a problem, bro. But
Yeah.
I feel me, dog. I can't discredit them, dog. If they say they did it, it's okay.
So, okay, Karen, just this Thabo Bester, Dr. Nandipha case, just closing off what has been happening so far. There's been the court is still continuing, right? This week. So how far are they with the case? To what extent you spoke about? I heard you speaking about G4S.
Yeah.
Where are they now in terms of research? In terms of actually giving a verdict? How far can you say they are?
I don't think the G4S thing was a court case.
Okay.
I think that was just an inquiry.
Okay.
Our country loves inquiries. They want to find out what's happening. So they
to make it seem like
So they went in front of Parliament. They were questioned. Ronald Lamula, Bheki Cele, G4S executives. These people were questioned, and it wasn't really impressive. I won't lie to you. These guys have no answers. These are the same people that deliver our money, by the way. G4S is the same
I was
guys,
coming
right?
to that, so it can't be trusted.
Their credibility is clearly, under scrutiny.
Yes.
And I mean, the most fascinating question for me during that whole court proceeding was that they were asked a simple question. They're like, if you have allowed an inmate to escape, have you failed on delivering on the contract you have with the government? And that guy could not take accountability. Because in your contract, right? If you're saying if Stan comes to you and say, listen, trust me, give me this contract, I'm keeping inmates within this facility, and one escapes, you failed. Truly, that's a breach. We're not even debating about that, but the lack of accountability in this country is crazy, and it comes from the top. And it's just now micro, sort of like it's coming out. We're seeing it in little ways and big ways.
So you're saying G4S must be taken out of prison?
But now,
what do they still have it?
Oh, are you saying?
I'm saying
Banner.
PTY Limited is already registered. Ronald Lamula, I'm looking at you. We're ready to protect. Under me, there will be no inmates escaping because there will be no inmates at all in the first place.
Bro, what happened to the? What was that? I wouldn't say search party, but they were good at doing investigation. From my 2011,
Scorpions.
2012. The Scorpions.
Yeah.
Where are the Scorpions, bro?
They were disbanded by Zuma.
Why?
Those guys were coming for Zuma. What
bro,
do you mean?
Twana, get these guys on this case.
Allegedly.
Bro. Okay. Disclaimer. But yeah, the Scorpions, Bava, get these guys on the case. Let us know what's going on, because now we working on like, honestly, this is guesswork. Honestly, this is guesswork. Fine, we're making investigations and everything, but at the end of the day, we don't really know what actually happened. I mean, this is South Africa. It can take even 10 years to actually know. Look at the Senzo Meyiwa case. Look at the AKA.
We
case.
know who.
Yeah, we know, Fede. We know. Disclaimer, Fede. We know, but
You know what happened.
what I'm saying is, for them to actually find or make a public announcement, it's okay. Nah,
Apparently they're very close. That's what he likes. You know, your minister.
Hey,
We're very close. The AKA case were very
everything.
strong
Yeah,
lead.
we
We have a strong lead.
we're very close, but we far. Like, I understand. Yeah. So yeah, James, I feel like this case is gonna be ongoing because it's been trending for the past, I don't know, month or two now. It's been trending.
It will be televised, like the Oscar one.
Yeah.
Which will be
So
fun
you
to
think
watch.
this will be top 3 cases that the country has ever seen? Because obviously you have Oscar, you have Senzo Meyiwa. The AKA one has never been done. I mean, you don't know what's going on. Thabo Pesta enjoy a game.
Also, Oaks, don't you guys
this
think
guy.
we're seeing these cases because the government is hiding from something?
Oh
Like,
my
load shedding
Could make sense.
and other things.
Could make
You know?
sense. We have load shedding. We have other teams.
Shout out Sputla, our minister of electricity. Please sponsor this podcast. I love you, Eskom.
Shout out.
Especially load shedding.
So yeah, man,
We
just
have.
summing up. I feel like more and more investigations are still gonna come. More conclusions are still gonna be made. So we can say this was just an hypothesis. Can you say that? Because we were not too sure.
Yeah.
But based on the research we've made and
Yeah.
everything that has been televised.
Allegedly, supposedly.
Yeah.
Right.
That. Moving right along.
Wait, before you move.
Oh, you don't want me to
Who
move? now?
wants to know, Stana, your exes, how far were they willing to go? I really am interested.
Aye, we can
Wait,
extend-
okay, let's
Aye,
give us one. Just give us
Okay,
one.
fair,
One of the
fair.
most extreme. We'll all give. I have a couple of examples.
aye. Me, I'm not
Yeah,
gonna
a
give
couple
up.
of
No, not a couple.
I mean, I'm
Actually,
not gonna
we'll
give
Yeah, I
give
just
one.
want to say, I don't know what Peter's hinting at.
These examples are about Stana's exes, by the way. If you guys
I
want
only have one ex in my life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She passed away.
The one skitty wise.
So-
Like, you don't have exes, you have wives. Like,
She
why the
passed
hell did I
away.
date you?
She passed away, dog. I've been mourning ever since, dog.
Man, so rest in peace.
So is
Rest
that
in peace,
the
man.
extent she was willing to go to? Because you didn't love her anymore, she was willing to kill herself.
To die for you. She actually died for
that
you.
is insane.
She actually died for you.
Actually,
She died for you.
Stana's breaking up with me. What am I going to do with my life?
Let me just die for you.
You know, I might as well off myself.
Poo, 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 poo.
Yeah.
Your exes. Oh, you're not gonna say it.
I think, what's the craziest thing? Stana knows all my stories. What do you think is the craziest one?
Cape Town.
What happened in Cape Town? Tell the viewers.
Cape Town. Which?
Oh, no, Dubai.
What happened?
Why?
I'm joking.
What the hell is this guy talking about? Hey,
joking.
I don't even have a passport. Hey,
Okay.
stop it. The viewers are
So,
watching.
exes moving?
Exes, you tell us. What's
Me, I'm
the
not gonna say
furthest?
anything. Me, I'm not gonna say anything. My-
So,
my
but
personal
people
watching.
want to know.
My personal
What's
watching.
the furthest thing you've heard someone, your friend maybe, the furthest like a line that you're like, yo, this girl did this thing for this guy. Even at school, did someone go in the quad and scream and say, "Gambata Tepo"?
Nkareng, to show the love for
Yes,
the person.
like
The love or the
crazy.
hatred? The love.
The love, craziest thing.
I can't
Doesn't
think
have
of
to be
any on
your-
top of my head, but hey, bro, girls do whatever they want to do. When they love a person, I know of girls who go into social media, hey, leave my partner. What are you doing with him? What the? Yeah, so those are usual cases. But I know of James who actually told me, maybe I've been in that situation years ago, not now. When I was keep on my peer, not back inside the peer.
We don't want those general cases. We want that extreme case.
bro.
That Nandipha case.
We need something. We need something with fire.
Nandipha extends.
Because I was at lights, right?
Yeah.
For me, I know the furthest someone has gone for me. Created a fake account to DM another girl to say, hey.
So
listen,
now
you know that I have news for you. You know that.
So
Firstly, I don't promote being unfaithful, guys.
She was
It straight-
catfishing.
When I was still young,
Yeah.
still stupid, right?
Doing the
Right?
teens playing.
She created a whole account, this girl, right? And DM'd my girl. It's like, yo, I'm coming to you woman to woman. You know that chat. Once that happens. It's late for you.
You know,
It's late. So that's for me. That's the craziest one.
You know why I want to move on to the next topic, because it's slightly related to what I want to talk about. We can't let this show go off without us mentioning it.
Oh, okay.
The Achraf Haikimi story. We've been seeing
okay.
it. We saw what happened.
Oh, the goats, really?
Goats, yeah.
Yeah, as a goat. As a
Messi-
goat.
Messi's not
I'm
a
missing
goat,
Ronaldo. Why? You guys are a goat. Achraf Haikimi.
He's a leader.
Boy,
Leader.
before I even kick off things, what's your take on okay, I'll let Stana go
Yeah,
first.
What's
What's your take? What's your take on prenuptial agreements when you get married?
Man, I think. Okay, so here's the thing, right?
Yeah.
This is gonna be so confusing because I had.
Because your girl's watching. Just be honest. It's confusing because your girl's watching.
Because you know, okay, yeah.
Because I believed in that, ne?
Prenuptial agreement.
Until I found the girl that
Yes.
I'm with now. And now I think.
Who's from a rich family, so now he wants the money. So it's like, nah,
Boop, 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 boop.
we can't sign that thing.
Yeah.
Hey, bro,
Yeah.
Twitter sent right here.
Sharp. So
Who's
prenuptial.
speaking, bro?
Okay,
Who's
I'm
speaking?
sorry. I'm
Prenuptial
sorry.
agreement.
My
What's your
apologies.
take? In like 3 lines. Don't overextend it. In like 3 lines. What's your take?
Hey man, I think people must do what they want, bro.
Yeah.
Honestly, like if you want to do separate things,
Yeah.
do separate things, dog. If
Yeah.
you wanna own your shit, own your shit. If you wanna join your shit, then join your
Okay.
shit.
And then what's your take on
Am I
prenuptial?
allowed to curse, dog?
Two?
Okay.
Don't. Please don't.
It's okay.
But they already spoke
That's a
about
poo, poo,
going
poo, poo.
in and out and coming, but you can't curse apparently. But anyway, that's fine.
Yeah.
So my take.
Disclaimer before you even say something. He's married, so I wanna hear this view. I wanna know what's your take on prenup.
My take on prenuptial
Yeah.
or whatever.
Yes.
Called antenuptial. Okay,
Yes.
cool. I think logically speaking,
Yeah.
it is the best way to protect even married couples that are committed to each other.
Okay.
Right? In separating assets, right? If one of the partners takes on more risk,
Yeah.
they're able to place the assets in another partner's
Sure.
name and protect whatever happens to them. So
Sure.
if they go through any liquidation or whatever,
Yes.
right, and they look into their personal assets, if they have that
So
anti-natural,
basically, yeah.
you understand?
You take
You'll
what
be
you-
able to
take what
protect
you
the
get.
home for
Yes.
the kids, the car. You understand?
Yes.
And that's for now a committed partner. So I want to just let everyone know that prenups are not a bad thing inherently, and it don't mean
Until
they
you
don't
break
trust.
up and
So
you take your
I
house.
wanna know.
That no.
No.
But if you have a prenup, you don't break up and you don't take your house, right?
Yeah, but
or unless
if
in
you
that
put it in
situation
my
where-
name,
yeah,
to protect,
That's-
and then I divorce
no,
you.
that's-
So with what you said, ne? What is the difference between a prenuptial agreement
Yeah.
and being married in community property? What's the difference? Is it the same thing?
condom, no condom. No, I'm joking.
Is it the same? Does it have maybe
Choice,
certain?
please sponsor us. Is it Max? Max. we're
Durex,
looking for a sponsor.
Durex.
Durex.
Yeah.
Safe
So, yeah.
sex, guys.
What's the difference between a prenup and being married in community property? Is it the same thing? Different terminology? How's it different? If you're married in community and if okay, let me just say this. I get it as a prenuptial agreement. Then there's out of community of property.
Yeah.
Is it the same?
There's 3.
Yeah.
There's 3 layers.
Which are?
There's the community of property, there's the prenup,
Yeah.
then there's a prenuptial with accrual,
Okay.
right? So
Then-
I think Stana can tackle the community
tackle
of
all of
property.
them.
Nah,
Wait.
this guy's a legal expert.
Tackle all of them.
Wait,
Chief.
this guy, you said 3.
You see.
Out of, you don't mention it.
After-
It falls under prenup.
I don't really know about that one, but these are the terminologies that I'm familiar with.
Yeah,
Okay.
So you
go
have
for it.
community. Okay, I'll leave that one for last. So
Okay,
prenup-
let's just say we know what prenup is. We know
Yeah.
we know what
Let me
And
explain.
that- I
you
think
can-
that's the fairest.
Yeah,
agreement,
it's
because
fair.
if I marry someone,
Yeah.
right? When I marry someone, you know
Okay.
who you are. I love you, baby girl. When I marry someone, right? You want to make sure
so
that
there's Tommy Saki Lapaya.
yeah, you can put in the corner. She's very gorgeous. Put 5.
Okay.
Anyway,
Dog,
so-
you try to take him.
Well, flex so much
yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
anyway.
but you know,
Um,
10.
When have you done
That's
that?
what happens when you date a 10. But anyway, yeah.
Anyway. So right, it's unfair.
Do you relate? Does he relate? But we come back, yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
he wants to tell us about his exes.
Yeah.
We want to hear about.
Bro, what
No,
is
I'm
it
joking.
joking?
I'm joking. Maybe I
Yeah?
have a problem. I know.
Yeah.
So with accrual, back to with accrual. Basically, I think it's fair because if you marry me and I then suggest that okay, listen, I have an opportunity to become CEO, but I won't have time to like be at home and home make
Sure.
That makes sense.
Sure.
So can you take a backseat in your career? Let me push hard. This is our best opportunity to make as much money as possible.
Sure.
What the crow then says, if we do splits, for your work that you put in, the sacrifices you've made in your life, right? Because we're trying to marry people that are equal to us now.
I'm gonna build you.
You see?
And everything.
Then there's a portion that you get from that. So I think that one is fair.
Okay.
Then of course prenup and community of property. I think Stana can you just explain to us.
Explain,
Want to hear from you.
Explain, Chief.
I'll just put an emphasis on prenup now. Like Thabo said, obviously before you date, you have this mentality of, when I get married, I'm gonna make you sign a prenup. But
You should.
And then, like you should. You promote it.
You should.
What happens when you marry someone you built with? Somebody who's been there in your downs.
Don't need
Now
a
that you're
prenup.
up, prenup. Achraf Haikimi story brings us back
With
to
the crow.
Achraf Haikimi story, which brings us back to Achraf Haikimi.
Yeah.
What he did, can you say, was incredible? Can you commend him on what he said, on what he did?
Let's also just clarify
Yeah.
what he did.
Sure.
Because him, it's not about the prenup per se. It's
Yeah,
about
yeah.
how he moved in the
Yeah.
situation. Stana, what did this guy do?
Wait, who's smarter, Thabo Besta or Haikimi?
I mean, Hakim is out of jail.
Oh,
Right?
achoo.
So,
Okay, he's a footballer, by the way. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So what was the question?
what did Hakimi do? This whole situation.
What, he got married in a community property?
No,
We don't know. Let's
got
leave the
married?
contracts aside.
Yeah,
Okay, fair.
he got
What
married.
did he do?
Yeah, but
He got
he-
married and
Yeah,
then
his assets were his mom's
My mom's name. Yeah.
So he didn't have assets himself.
Yeah. So every asset.
And how did that screw the girl over?
Because then he didn't have anything in the marriage. The girl had stuff. So now.
Yeah.
So now
he
it's
has to
it's
take-
it's actually tricky. Not even tricky. It's
Yeah.
actually bad on her side because whatever she acquired, now she has to share with
Yeah.
Hakimi. Abafita Hakimi deserve I man of the match. Every game from now on, PSG man
So
of the match.
this makes me question actually. Thought it makes me question his intentions. Like,
Yeah.
did he know that the girl is gonna divorce?
Bro, I
him?
think there's
Or was it
signs.
like a security
signs.
element?
From
or
the
what?
street
What
she
is it?
came.
The signs.
You know, but there's always signs.
There's
Guys, don't
signs,
ignore
man.
the signs. Red flags.
Don't.
Karabo at the end of this episode is gonna give us
So
10.
then, what was the incentive?
10
though?
top red
What
flags.
was the incentive for him marrying the girl? Was it fun?
Bro,
Was
before I
it
answer the
what?
question,
What
you
did
know
he
what
get
I
from
saw?
the girl,
Ne?
dog?
I saw on Facebook. So this couple, ne, they got married.
Yeah.
Then they traveled. They went to the Dominican Republic.
Yeah.
So that is the only country or place in the world where you can divorce somebody without even letting them know. So they came back to wherever they belong, maybe the
Yeah.
country they belong. Then the lady, after like 23 years, she filed for divorce for the guy, not knowing how divorced 23 years ago. It's actually a
Finally,
law.
we're equalizing.
Yo,
the
bro,
strengths.
like
Yo.
Salida,
Yo.
Salida.
Ndota must community. Love it.
Yo,
babe.
Yeah.
Salida, boy. Like these guys, they deserve like a seat in men's conference. Honestly, next year, February 14. Yeah, ask us questions. Ask us questions.
No, I
But yeah,
want-
man, Chance, truly, shout out to you guys. Shout out to my production team. Shout out to everybody who's viewing. Otherwise, from me, your man's Karabo Malambo, aka Scofield Christina Simsotra. Adios. Thabo Besta.
But why are you sure it's actually fair?
Before you stop it,
That's
This entire
dirty.
time, no aim, yeah?
That's dirty.